What happens when you win the lottery? So when you win the lottery, it's crazy. You get a lot of money. I know. It truly is. It truly is unthinkable. I know. Guys, I know. Guys, I know. Guys, settle down. Okay? I know. When you win the lottery, money goes into your account. It's unthinkable.
You just won the lottery. Congrats.
Thank you.
You're f***ed. If you're lucky enough to survive all the lawsuits, betrayals, and murder attempts you're about to face, you might just live long enough to go bankrupt. If you want any chance of this working out, listen carefully. The first thing you need to do is absolutely nothing. Don't tell anyone, don't quit your job or drop out of school, don't buy a GT3.
Oh yeah, the biggest lottery winner in the UK, I think the top 2 are anonymous. That's right. You don't have to disclose if you won the lottery. Disclosing if you won the lottery is the stupidest thing you can do. Like, you will have, like, family that cut you off, just crawling out of the woodwork. You'll have friends begging you. And then it's envy as well, right? Like, even if it's your best friend that wins the lottery, it's like you could get very envious of them. It's really dangerous.
And don't claim your prize. Yet. Most places...
You know, winning the lottery, it's like admitting, like, you're Superman or something, right? Or, like, Spider-Man. It's like, what, you're going to tell everyone your, like, public identity?
Will give
What if they don't like that?
you a few months to grab your check. Let's just say you won in California, which gives you 180 days.
Pyro, my girlfriend called you a degenerate. I hit her. Okay, we don't condone violence here. I recognize your gay little Hollow Knight picture as well. I know you're trolling. You were here yesterday.
We're gonna
don't say based.
Use this to our advantage.
Don't, shut up.
But in the meantime, it is absolutely and utterly imperative that you do not lose your ticket.
Time that guy out. Time that guy out. Time him out for 5 minutes. He needs to sit in the naughty corner. He needs to sit in the naughty corner. It's so obvious. Little Timmy, he's on like the family iPad under his little quilt. No one knows he's awake.
This actually happened to 7 people. 3 of them didn't survive.
Well, they died? Killed himself. Shoots himself dead.
Take your ticket and sign the back of it, photocopy it, take selfies with it, record a video with it, put it in a waterproof, fireproof box, then take that box to the bank and put it in a safety deposit box. Now that your ticket's hopefully secure,
I think one of the reasons why winning the lottery is so dangerous is because we're conditioned at the minute, right? So you're conditioned. You go to school, you go to college or uni, you get a degree, and then you do this thing that you've really wanted to do your entire life, and then you slave away until you know, and then you get this house with a mortgage that will probably outlive you at this rate, and then you die. And no, you have kids, you pass on your offspring, and then you die. By winning the lottery, that entire ladder system is shattered, and it completely mind breaks some people, and they just can't cope with it. It's okay. So like, okay, a good example with me, I'm incredibly well off, right? I'm a billionaire, but like, if I could quit YouTube now and streaming and live a very comfortable life, definitely. But would I be happy? No, I would not. Like, if I could like sit on stocks all day, make loads of money, I would literally fall into depression in like a week. I need stimulation. I need like a job. That's why a lot of people kind of like work until like they're past retirement age. Because like this job, like interacting with chat and stuff as well and putting videos out, like that actually gives me like, you know, dopamine. It makes me happy. And if I had all this money and I was just sitting around like gooning all day, which is what I do anyway, like that would suck. And for a lot of people, they get this money from the lottery and then they just sit around all day and it's like, oh, I buy a car. Does that make me happy? Nah. Oh, I buy these drugs.
To use this time to prepare a few things. First, we need to hire a professional. I watched a few lottery...
What's chat's hobby? Sending me money. You should all do that right now.
News segments and found you this guy, Jason Kurland. He's a self-described lottery lawyer that charges $200K up front and a $50K monthly fee. That might sound like a lot, but for legal protection, money management, and tax shielding, this is actually a steal. Plus, you won the $200 million Powerball, so $200K is only 1,000th of your winnings. Now that you have Jason on your team,
That's crazy. Like that guy, that guy's basically leeching off the people who won the lottery.
He's going to prepare your banking and investment
But yeah, I mean, most of the people that win the lottery, they're not financially savvy at all. You know, they wouldn't know about investing or the best way to diversify their portfolio.
accounts. And of course, he won't withdraw any money with...
Dude, there was one guy that I reached out to for financial advice. Because I was like, this guy's spitting facts. And then I found out he's like a massive furry. He's got like a bird fursuit and stuff. And I'm like, am I in safe hands or am I cooked?
without your written consent. But in your very first meeting, he gives you some bad news. See, the first rule of winning the lottery is to always stay anonymous. But most places won't let you do this. California...
Oh, that sucks. Dude, in California, you're gonna have all the crackheads try and track you down. What?
California requires the public disclosure of the winner's full name. And no, a trust won't help you. You're getting fully doxxed, and we need to prepare for that.
That's awful that that's mandatory. By the way, here's all this money. Your life's over now.
But first, your phone rings. It's your boss telling you off for being late to work. Resist the urge to show up to the office with an AR.
Notice the American makes a gun joke. Lamau.
15 and instead put in a 2-week notice. Leaving on bad terms would just give your coworkers an excuse to sue you.
Oh. Ohio man sues co-workers after $99 million lottery win. Man sues co-workers for leaving him out of $50 million lottery win. Dude, I saw this lottery win video that was so sad. It was like, I'll see if I can find it. It was like a mom and a son. And it just shows that, like, families fall apart.
Check. The dream came true for an aunt, and they won Chase the Ace. But when they saw how the winnings were split, well, that's when things turned sour. Gary Mansfield picks things up from there.
Yeah, this story is just super sad, honestly.
Ace of spades?
It was all smiles after Barb Reddick and her nephew Tyrone McGinnis picked up their big win.
It's not even a lot in lottery winnings as well. Like $1.2 million. I mean, half of that is probably going to pay off like a mortgage or something with how bad the house... I mean, this was 7 years ago, actually, to be fair. But still, like...
Win. $1.2 million Chase the Ace jackpot. But it didn't take long for things to turn sour when both were handed separate checks for $600,000.
So the money was split half and half between them.
Chase the Ace winners is going to court. I'm taking him to court. It was my ticket.
Why's that?
Because I bought the ticket. And now he's trying to lie and say I said split. I said split with the 50-50, not with no Chase the Ace. I'm taking him to court. I'm getting my lawyer tomorrow.
Both names were on the winning ticket. Reddick says she only agreed to split the consolation prize and not the jackpot if the ace was drawn.
I put his name on the thing. I told him for good luck.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, you can't tell who's being honest there. Like, she could be coping, but also the son could be kind of weaseling a bit. Wait, lag? There's lag? What? Wait, lag? No lag? Okay. But yeah, you can't tell if she's being honest or he's being a bit of a weasel. But it's just sad that it's like, you know, two family members and they're just like beefing over like, bro, you both have 600K. That's life-changing money. But it's that greed. It's like, oh, I need more. I need more. I need more. You know?
Now he's lying. But I'm taking
Like, you have over $500,000.
into court. I'm serious. I'm getting a lawyer tomorrow.
And then, like, you want to take him to court? Imagine the lawyer fees. Like, you're eating into the money that you've won.
Name was on the ticket.
Me and Tyrone.
You and Tyrone's ticket.
I put his name on the ticket for good luck.
See, look at the... Okay, no, never mind. Never mind. It's not... No, it's on her. It's on her. I was, like, trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. She wrote his name down, you moron. And then you're coping because it's like, oh, I don't get all the money.
Why did you do that?
Because he's like a son to me. He was.
Organizers say
He was. Oh, yeah, I wrote your name down for good luck. Oh, wait, we won? Okay, can I have all the money? It's like, what? You wrote him down for good luck and you won? You're just self-reporting, you moron.
both names were on the winning ticket,
Bruh.
but the phone number was McGinnis's. Bernice Curley says when she called to notify the winners, no one answered. So she called the Gaming Commission the next day.
I thought for
Could you imagine? Oh yeah, here's a funny thing about the lottery as well. If you win and you don't claim your ticket within like a certain amount of days, I think it might be as short as like 10 days. You lose all the money. It's not like they keep it for you. It's like, oh, you didn't pick up this one phone call. Oh, that sucks. I guess we'll have to keep all of it now, even though you won. Oh.
When she called to notify the winners, no one answered. So she called the gaming commission the next day.
I thought for simplicity reason that maybe if I wrote them each a check, it'd be easier. They were perfectly fine with that. They thought that would be easier for everybody involved. So I split the check evenly and wrote them each a check.
The McGinnis family says Tyrone drove to Marguerite.
I mean, if it's in their name, if both of their names are on that sheet, then they both get half.
Filled out the ticket and put his telephone number on it. But his aunt says she put her nephew's name on the ticket only for good luck.
Yeah, he was lucky.
Like, the American falls for the bait, by the way. Like, do you not know? Like, it's like you sign a contract or something. I'm going to put my son's name for good luck. It's like, what? That's such a cope. Like, it's legally binding. You wrote his name on there. You can't write someone's name for good luck. I mean, okay, she's like, she's like 300 years old or something. Maybe she doesn't get it. But at the same time, like, it's a cope.
But not for $500,000.
You don't think he deserves it?
No, I don't think so.
Both families
What would you do, bro? If you won 1.2 million, what would you do? Buy like a bigger rocking chair? Like what is there to do?
of the winning ticket left
If I was like some like very old person, I mean, I'm 28, so basically retired. But like, if I had like nothing, right? If I had all this money, but I was old, I would be like, yeah, give it to my grandkids. Of course, they're going to be able to actually do something with it. I just want to give back to them. And then if my grandkids weren't pieces of shit, they would give back to me. They'd probably visit me more or something.
Marguerite in separate vehicles. And the next time
You know what I love so much? Actually, I just thought about this now. We have an epidemic of loneliness at the minute, like with everyone, especially after COVID. You know, people in their 20s, like mad depressed and stuff, like mental health epidemic. But also, there is like a loneliness there's always been a loneliness epidemic with like the elderly, you know, people like in their 60s and stuff like that. You know, it's like, grandparents will kind of just sit at home a lot watching like daytime TV and stuff. And you just think like, is that it? Like you work your entire life, slave away just to kind of sit down and watch daytime TV with no energy. But now, when I'm an old man, I'm going to stream. Won't that be great? The Retirement Home channel. Won't that be great? The internet has brought us so much bad stuff and immeasurable, sure. An immeasurable amount of bad things. But at least the one thing it's probably done is cured loneliness when you're an old person. Because you could just stream on Twitch with your headset on. Amazing.
they'll see each other. Could be in court. Gary Mansfield, CBC News, Marguerite.
Anyway, to conclude that story, they both died. Someone that was jealous, that there was a third party that was jealous that their name was wrote on the ticket on the back, and then they blew up the house. Anyways, okay.
Now back to concealing your identity. Delete your social media, get a new phone number, make a new email, and change your primary address to a P.O. box.
Yeah, deleting your social media works. It's not like there's websites that archive everything you've posted.
This should help prevent strangers from tracking you down, but an even bigger threat might just be your own family. This guy right here.
Oh, thank you, Little Oreo, for the $13. Back from a night out, now some slop. Are you drunk as well?
Here won $20 million.
Guys, we should all have like an AA meeting like right now.
And he used it wisely, starting up a successful gourmet popcorn shop and helping out his loved ones. 9 years later, he was murdered by his sister-in-law. If you don't keep your
It's Saturday. Are you alone on a Saturday night? Pathetic.
family
I mean, I wasn't alone on Saturday. I had YouTube chat and Twitch chat.
check, you might end up getting killed.
Yeah, no, I was gonna meet up with Dolan yesterday, but I kind of cancelled on him last minute. I was like, I'm just too tired, man. Like, I streamed on like 4 hours of sleep, then I went to the gym, and then I did like 3 slop videos back to back.
Or even worse, divorced. So here's the plan. You decide right now the exact amount you want to dedicate for family and make a trust for it. Once you fund this trust with a portion of your winnings, Jason will take.
Oh, that's how a lot of people dodge tax, by the way. They make a trust fund. It's like in the UK, if you want to dodge tax, you wait a minute. HMRC, if you watch this, I did not do this. I'm giving HMRC, I'm giving a hypothetical here. HMRC. Okay, HMRC, I know my company is set up in the UK. I promise you, my company is set up in the UK. Please. This is a hypothetical. But yeah, if you want to dodge tax, you set up an offshore account. The only problem is with an offshore account is when you withdraw the money, you have to pay the tax anyway. So what you do is you don't declare it. That is very illegal, by the way. That is very illegal. It's a hypothetical, HMRC. I did it in GTA 5 RP. It was in a video game.
Take it over. So when your family members come begging, you could just tell them you're not in charge of the money. Let Jason be the bad guy. After a few weeks of preparation and sleepless
60 mil. 60 mil. What's the biggest lottery winner in America? How much? 2.4 billion. Bruh. Did he come public? Oh, California, so they just doxed him. That was only 3 years ago, by the way. What? This guy has $2 billion? Okay, with that fucking... Okay, you know what? God gave him that out of sympathy for having the 2014 sexy man Tumblr mustache. Jesus fucking Christ. My God. But yeah. That's crazy. Look at that. He's got like a little floating, little rust base there. Little house. That's mental. 2.4 billion. I would not want to win that much money. It would scare me a lot. I think it would make me lose focus on what's important. You know. But also, I do kind of want 2.4 billion. Any of you in chat know this guy? Like, surely one of you knows him, right? Through like 5 connections, like through a friend, through a friend, through a friend, through a family member, and then a friend. Get him to give some money to me. Yeah, appreciate that. Cheers. That was like the same as Ludwig's YouTube streaming contract. That's crazy. Well, a little bit less, but still.
nights, it's finally time for you to claim your ticket. But here is where a lot of people mess up. The lottery press conference is where you'll be presented with the world's largest stimulus check and...
Thank you, Middle, for the 10. You must be relieved that Wendigoon did the Petscop part 2 for you. He did what you couldn't, you coward. Well, the reason why I didn't touch Petscop 2 is because, like, I remember Nexpo covered it as well. And then Wendigoon did shortly after. And it's like, if I do it now, it's going to flop. Like, I'm not saying Petscop 2 isn't happening, but, like, you got to wait. I mean, you've been waiting 7 years. You can wait a little bit longer. It's like, I remember Wendigoon told me that he wanted to do a Lethal Company video. And then I said to him, I'm doing one. Is that okay? And he was like, no, that's fine, sure. And then he waited like a year, did his video, and then it did like, you know, super well. Basically, I think it got more views than my video. But yeah.
In front of a horde of reporters who are
Cope.
snapping and publishing nice, clean photos of your face right next to the reward for killing you.
Your bounty.
It's going to be an exciting event. I mean, look how happy this guy is. He just won $1 million. He doesn't know it yet, but 1 month after taking this photo, he's gonna mysteriously die of cyanide poisoning.
Yeah, I don't think people kill themselves through cyanide. I think there's something pretty sussy about that one.
No suspect was ever found. In unrelated news,
that's scary how no one was found.
These 2 women inherited all of his winnings. In completely unrelated news, this woman prepared the last meal he ate before he died. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that the press conference might not be optimal.
Killing a family member if they did is crazy.
For you. Luckily, there are some
The CIA got him. It's like he won $1 million, but we want that money. We need like a new Herman Miller chair in the office for RFK.
ingenious tactics you can use to reduce its potential harm. Renting a car will stop people from tracking your license plate. Wearing a disguise
I don't want to have a son. I want a son that plays baseball. I don't want a son that becomes a streamer reacting to lottery winning videos.
will lower your profile as long as it's not ridiculous enough to go viral. But the smartest way to handle your press conference
Couldn't you just write a fake name, surely? You just lie. No, they probably check your ID, right?
is by not going. You're not required to show
Dead bit. Okay, it's the last time I'll do it. Look, man, I got a clip farm, okay? I gotta hopefully... The only fucking way you can grow any more is by doing shorts.
up for your media appearance. The massive check with your name on it will still get put on the news. You just won't be in the shot.
One guy said lol in chat when I did that. One guy. So... My goat.
Instead, you'll go to the lottery office without any cameras and quietly grab your normal size check. But as you hold the piece of paper that's about to change your life, the first thing you'll notice is that the amount is a lot lower than you expected.
It's also hard to initiate actually talking to people. I did talk about this either yesterday or a couple of streams ago, where it's like, you have a lot of people. Yeah, we watched that video, right, of that guy that was 25 and how he was just online all day, but he just felt really alone. Because it's like, you know, you shitpost on like fucking Twitter or 4chan or something. You're anonymous, who cares? But then you actually talking to someone, it's that barrier of like, are they going to like me? Am I going to be liked? What if I say something wrong? Like, it's not you posting words anymore. It's this, it's like, socializing can be a fucking battlefield sometimes. Am I saying the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Like, I got diagnosed with RSD, with, that came with the ADHD. It was a DLC add-on. It means like rejective sensory dysphoria. And it basically means like, you know, if you think you've said the wrong thing or something, and it's like, it's kind of cringe. For me, it's genuinely like, it's the worst fucking feeling in the world. It's like actually getting punched in the liver or something like that. So it's basically just like, what I like to call it the apologist syndrome, where you just try to people please as much as possible. Like, it sucks.
See, there are two ways to claim your prize when you win the lottery.
Rejective slop dysphoria. Well, it's not rejective because I make slop.
If you want the full advertised amount, you need to take the annuity, which means your prize gets paid out over...
Wait, let me see the fucking... What are the symptoms of it again? This is not fucking WebMD shit, by the way. I had to pay someone to get me done with this. I don't agree with all of these. Low self-esteem. My self-esteem fluctuates a fuck ton. You know, sometimes I just don't want to socialize or see anyone. High levels of anxiety. Again, that's also variable. Sometimes I've got insanely bad anxiety. Sometimes I don't. Difficulty maintaining relationships. I wouldn't say that that's a problem, personally. Rumination and perseveration. I guess rumination isn't like overthinking, definitely. Negative self-talk. Yeah, absolutely. But I feel like it flips. Like, sometimes I will have the worst opinion of myself. And then other days, it's like, okay, you're kind of based. Sudden emotional outbursts, following real perceived criticism. I wouldn't say that. I'd say I'd internalize it. Isolating yourself. I'd say I used to do that a lot. I've got a lot better at that. Sudden and often extreme emotional outbursts. Yeah, again, not really. Withdrawing from social situations. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about... The problem is every single one of these is fucking different. God, these are all so gay. Like... Hang on. Oh god, this looks like it's on fucking Tumblr. I'm not reading that one. Negative self-image, difficulty handling criticism, swift mood swings. I would definitely say my mood swings are like really bad, but it doesn't go from like absolutely manic to, you know, just depressed because that's bipolar disorder. But I would definitely say like I could sometimes hit a wall and just have like zero energy, but that kind of comes more with the ADHD as well. Oh yeah. This one here, the extreme perfectionism. Holy. That's literally me. I know I'm saying this as a fucking streamer watching, like, reacting to videos, but like, why do you think the main channel videos take so long? It's like, it's actually a hindrance how bad the perfectionism has to be. It's almost like you have to be the best at something or you've failed. Like, coming second place is not enough. And that's so toxic. That's something I talked to my therapist about. It's not a good look to have, genuinely, because it just ends up fucking you because, you know, there's like, what, 9 billion people on Earth? Like, you're not going to be first place. And that's okay. You need to make peace with that. But yeah, it's like, you know, it's like I'll delay a video for 3 months because I want to pay like $50,000 to get like a song for a video. And it's like, that could be money that I put away to save for my future or if I have kids. But instead, I'll just blow it on a song, on a video that everyone will basically forget in 3 months. Like, it's just so stupid. It's such a stupid thought process. Thank you, Dan, for the 7 months. Appreciate it.
Over the course of 29 years. But you took your prize in the more popular lump sum, where you get all the money at once, but it'll be just around half of the total jackpot. On top of that, since you won in the US, you're getting taxed. But don't worry about this, because the authorities have already withheld all the taxes you owe from your check. Just kidding. They've withheld some of your taxes, but way less than what you actually owe them.
So they don't even show you the full winnings and then they take some anyway?
Luckily, Jason has an accountant on his team who can guide you through the how much do you owe the government death trap.
I wonder what the timing is between winning and then actually being able to, like, claim the money. Because in that window, do you have enough to call one of these lawyers and get everything organized?
So after factoring in the lump sum and taxes, your jackpot has gone from 200 million to a measly 70. I guess it'll have to do. But before you even cash your check, your phone starts blowing up. All of the friends and family that have your phone number are asking if you're the mysterious winner. Remember, the public only
Can you pay my rent, lol?
has your name, but not your face. You can tell some people you really trust, but be careful. Maybe even use an NDA. Now, it's finally time to make your deposit. After your check settles, you'll see more money in your bank account than you even thought.
It is scary how it happens, though. You know, it's like when my family kind of realized that we started to have money through YouTube, I remember people would reach out to my like friends would reach out to my dad, texting him that I haven't spoke to him in years, like asking him for money because he was my dad and he's part of the company. It's very strange. It's very strange how when someone has money, other people then feel entitled to it. It's very weird.
Was possible. Hopefully you're using a larger bank and not a credit union where your checking account would probably be worth more than all of their assets combined, but even with a massive institution holding your money, you still have a problem. Only 250,000 of your dollars are insured. But how risky actually is this? Well, ever since 2008, uninsured depositors only lost money in 6% of US bank failures, and large banks like Chase or Wells Fargo are designated as systemically important financial institutions.
Dude, I have an idea. You win, like, you know that Mexican guy that I shown earlier who's the biggest lottery winner in the world, like $2 billion? Why doesn't he just go to a casino, put it all on red? Because you know what the funny thing is about that scenario? No casino would take him. Not a single casino would accept that amount. I guarantee you. And I don't think any online casinos would accept it. Because if you go into a casino saying, I want to put 2 billion on red, the slight chance that the house lost, they would go fucking bankrupt immediately. They're like, no. I also like that, by the way, because gambling is like private. The fact that they can deny you service, I've always found that crazy. Like, they will take and take and take from you, and they'll never say... You'll never hear someone at a casino say, you're losing too much money, I think you've got a problem, you need to leave. You'll never hear that. You get too drunk, sure. But you'll never hear that. Because they can't see your bank account. They'll just rinse you until you're dry. But if you win too much, then it's like, no, sir. We won't accept your service here. You're doing too well. You're banned. I remember seeing that happen in like Fallout New Vegas, and I was like, that can't be real. Surely it's a video game. And then, you know, I just saw it happen like when I was at Crown in Melbourne. It was just like, it's stupid. Thank you, Weppy, for the raid. Appreciate it.
AKA, they have the US government as their sugar daddy, so it would take a lot for them to go under. Chances are you'll be fine, but still, you should.
They have the right to kick you out, citing that you are an advantage player, and you can't say otherwise. Yeah, it's such a cope. Like, they have all these systems in place so you can't card count and stuff, like the shuffling machines, and then it's just like, no, you cheated.
Should move this money somewhere else. It's time to hit up Jason to fund your trusts and...
I remember, like, when I would play at casinos, like I never played big or anything, you know, I just, I'd go to, like, the Crown in Melbourne, like, you know, once a year or something like that whenever I visited Melbourne. I mean, I've been in Melbourne now for, like, 2 months. I haven't been there once. But I remember, like, when I'd go there, and anytime I would win money, like over $100, like AUD, which is like 50 quid or like $60, like American, you'd always have someone come up, like the dealer would kind of go still, and you'd always have this like authoritative person come over with an iPad, look at you, and then like what they're doing is they're making sure that you're not winning too much. That's exactly what they're doing. It's actually fucked.
And investments. Let's give him 40 million to manage for you. And with a conservative 6% return, this will be making you 200K a month. You could put 10 mil.
It's like, oh, this guy won like $100, but he's down 500. Okay, no, that's fine. Keep going.
Into your family trust, and now you have $20 million.
I find that crazy when you go into casinos. They track you. They track everything you do. Dude, I think a casino is safer to be robbed in than a bank because of all the cameras.
Dollars in pure spending power. So let's get down to business. First, you need a new house. I say go with this $10 million LA mansion. It's got a master bedroom where you'll wake up to beautiful ocean views, a 500 bottle wine cellar, an infinity pool, and a movie theater. But one thing's...
That's $5 million. Dude, I think my house in the UK is bigger than that. And I paid like a fraction for that.
missing.
What, like, LA is actually a joke, unironically. Like, the housing market there is so bad. That's not a big house, man. I mean, it's a big house, but for $5 million?
That's better. Any toy you ever wanted is now yours. Your dream watch, your dream fit.
Oh, these watches are so gay, by the way. Like, you know. Like this is the watch of soy, the Richard Mille. Like, oh my god. These start at like $300,000. You know what the funny thing is as well? I could go out and buy one of these watches, right? But it's like, what is the point? It's like, what a waste of money. Also, I don't... Okay, this is like actually autistic, but like I don't like having stuff on my wrist, like watches and that. I just don't like the feeling. But like, I bet you that watch costs like 20 grand to make max. That markup just for the label is insane.
Dream fit, your dream growth.
Wait, what are these? $20,000 for a bomber jacket that it just looks like it's from Pajero. $8,000 for pants. What? What? $8,000? Look, I get it, right? I get it. Look, the streamer is wearing Gucci shorts. I get it. But it's like, I've had these for like 5 years. They were like $200, I think, or £200. They've done me well because I'll just fucking walk around and lounge in these all day. But like that, oh my god. I don't think I've updated my wardrobe in like 5 years. But that is $7,000 for shoes. And you walk down in the street and no one is going to notice that. What is the point? And I've seen like so many documentaries about like Louis Vuitton and Gucci and stuff, and it's all a scam. All of it. It's all made like... It's all made for like 10% of the cost. You're not paying for like some royal velvet material or anything. You're literally paying for like the label. That's it.
Grocery haul, being a lottery winner is all.
I remember Young Lean. I won't pull up the clip because I've shown it too many times, but Young Lean made a really good point where he basically said like, stop buying expensive shit. If you're dripped head to toe in Gucci, you're going to look cringe. It's more important to actually look up styles and find a style that's good for you.
awesome. You're also starting to realize why rich people live longer than poor
That's why I'm going to get a fursuit.
people. Not only can you now afford any medical procedures you want, but you even have a private doctor. You pay them $20K a year to be on call for whatever you need. You also get a
I mean, a private doctor, I'd say, is a good investment if you win the lottery. That's pretty fair. Imagine the amount of underlying health conditions they could spot.
celebrity fitness trainer for $300
Yeah, I've got a fitness trainer. $300 a session? Dude, I pay mine like 30 quid a session. I pay mine like 1% of that. Or 10% of that. Why would you hire a celebrity one?
a session, and of course a private chef to keep your diet perfect. But even more important than this is your total
There's actually YouTubers I've known that have had private chefs.
lack of
It's like, why?
stress. Not having to worry about bills, work, or housing, and having the free time to hang out with friends or take a midday nap has vastly improved your overall well-being.
Do I have to change my life when I win the lottery? What stops me from living the exact same life? Holy based comment. Holy based comment there. This is the thing. It's like, who's a good example here? Like Kendrick Lamar. Like the guy still lives in the same house. He might have moved now, actually. But like that guy lives a pretty humble life. Even though he's incredibly wealthy and rich.
But then you get a call from Jason that changes everything.
Not Jason.
See, he helped you buy your house using a trust to keep you anonymous. But internet detectives have somehow managed to trace the ownership back to you.
Ah, the Redditors found me.
On top of that, news reporters have been silently taking
Hollywood Fix. Oh my god. They are like, they're somehow worse than TMZ.
stalker shots of you on your daily routine. And all of a sudden,
Oh, this is the guy we saw earlier, the guy that won $2 billion.
your face and your address are front page news. Your
I remember when PewDiePie was in LA and like TMZ interviewed him. And I asked him, like, how the fuck did TMZ find out you were there? And he was like, apparently they called like every restaurant in LA asking if Felix Kjellberg has a booking. It's like the shit that those people go to.
phone immediately starts blowing up. Except this time, it's not just your friends and family, it's strangers. You start getting hundreds of letters in the mail. People are telling you their life stories, how all they need is 10 grand, 5 grand. Someone even shows up to your house. I think it's time for you to hire some bodyguards before things start getting worse. And by worse,
Isn't it funny how the system works? Is like you win all this money and you have to keep spending more and more of that money to make sure you can protect the rest of that money. Like, what a weird paradox that is.
I mean, you might get killed. It's kind of a rite of passage for lottery winners. This guy won 30 mil, then got buried in his business partner's backyard.
Holy shit.
He won the Brazilian lottery, then got kidnapped while on a walk.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Him being in Brazil, I'm not surprised. Like, I'm not even being racist here. Like, the amount of kidnappings that happen in Brazil is absolutely insane. Like, I would rather win the lottery in, like, California than win it in Brazil. Like, you are a marked man if you win it in Brazil. I would just flee the country.
His house got broken into, and he was shot to death in front of his kids. But you have one advantage over all these unlucky winners: your location. Most of these tragic fates happened in not-so-great neighborhoods. You, on the other hand, are in a $10 million LA mansion, surrounded by people who are familiar with money. Hopefully this will protect you from any real danger and allow you to peacefully live the high life. But what your mansion can't hide you from are your relationships.
Friends are going to come out of the woodwork.
Killed for 400K. I mean, it's still life-changing money.
Family that they never knew they had. Everyone's going to be asking for handouts.
Friends, I lost just about all my friends.
Is Pyro sober? I don't want to encourage bad behavior. I'm on heroin and fent right now, but apart from that, I'm sober.
From New York.
When you win, everybody you know thinks they won too.
You have to manage to say no to these people. It's gonna make you feel guilty, but the truth is, if you gave everyone money that asked for it, you wouldn't have
What? Why did he censor Mr. Breast's face?
anything left. Your mansion's upkeep costs you $50K a month. Maintenance for your car is an average yearly salary. Your private chef, your trainer, your doctor, your bodyguards, Erewhon, Equinox, rich person parties, woman, across...
It's okay. Here's a good example. Here's a good example. You know that guy who's trying to be the youngest person in the world? I forget his name. He sold PayPal worth billions. The reason why he's doing that is because he's bored. He's doing exactly what Liver King is doing. These are people with insane amounts of money, and they're depressed and they're sad because they have all this money, but they feel like they have no purpose in life. And now, because that youngest guy in the world, whatever, is trying to be an influencer, he feels like he now has a purpose. He now has a reason to wake up in the morning. I'm sure he wants to be physically the youngest person in the world at like 40. I'm sure he does. But at the same time, it's like he now has a purpose because before he was just another billionaire rich guy.
Everything, your monthly expenses are clearing 6 figures. But even worse than the broke people
Brian Johnson? Yeah, Brian Johnson. That's who I'm talking about. He's just trying to be Liver King. You're the youngest person ever. That clip, yeah. Oh, yeah, he took his son's plasma or something as well. It's kind of funny because he's trying to be the youngest person in the world. But he just looks like everyone in Hollywood that had, like, plastic surgery. But they didn't go far enough to get, like, bogged. He just looks the same. He just looks like he lost weight. I wouldn't say he looks any younger physically. Like, you do naturally age. Oh my god. It's like, I'm trying to be the youngest person in the world, but it's like, so the way that gravity works is it slowly pulls your face down over the years. That's why your face gets all droopy. Plastic surgery can fix it, but you've still got that facial age. Yeah, it's obviously someone that was very rich. He felt like he didn't really have a purpose in life. And he was like, woke up one day and he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be the youngest person in the world. It's like Liver King. Like, remember those emails that got leaked of Liver King? And he's like, I want to get like 3 million TikTok followers in a year. Like, it's obvious that he was like, I need a purpose. I have the funds to do so. This is it.
begging you for
like without, again, like money isn't everything. If you don't have a purpose, you become depressed very quickly. That's why there's such a mental health epidemic at the minute with young people, because it's like they can't get a fucking job, they can't get any kind of support system, and then they're gooning and playing video games all day, and then it's like, I feel like I'm wasting my life. What am I doing?
money are the rich people begging you for money. They call themselves financial advisors. They try to hypnotize you with confusing financial linguistics until you've signed away 1% of your portfolio for the privilege of underperforming the market. Don't listen to them. Certainly don't listen to people pitching you their genius business ideas. All of these opportunists are starting to make you feel like a walking ATM. When you win the lottery, people won't respect you like they do other rich people, because you didn't really earn your money.
Well, most of these billionaires don't actually have the money in their personal account. They'd have it in stocks in their own company. I mean, Warren Buffett literally is known as like Le Stock Man. These people, like, if these people's companies went under, they would be poor. I mean, that's never going to happen, obviously, but you know.
You just experienced a statistical glitch.
It is kind of funny that if you're a lottery winner, you technically have more money than billionaires, because all of that money goes straight into your personal account.
This is where you begin to have a bit of an identity crisis. All you are and all you're known as is the guy that got lucky.
When you meet new people, it's often people will say, well, what do you do? Especially in my circle
Bro, you won 28 mil and you're wearing a fedora? Come on.
of people, most people were working or trying to put themselves through college. And especially in my circle of people.
Oh, I thought it said he was 21 years old. I was like, there's no way.
Most people were working or trying to put themselves through college. And oh, I just won the lottery and I just sit around.
Yeah,
That's not something.
Yeah, literally the point I made. If you lose purpose, this is why so many people become depressed. If you lose money, winning the lottery gets you off that ladder, but then it's like, what society hasn't taught you what to do next.
I just won the lottery and I just sit around. That's not something that I wanted to say.
One day, as you're contemplating the meaning of life, a mysterious man walks up to you, and he's here to inform you
Why does he look like the actual mysterious stranger from Fallout?
that you're being sued. A random guy you've never seen in your life is claiming that he bought your ticket, and he's coming for
Winner of historic 2 billion Powerball sued by the man who claims the ticket was stolen. But like, you write your name on it. What? You write your name on it. They go through believe me, they will do everything in their power to make sure it's legit, hoping that you don't show up to claim your ticket so they can just claw it back.
for all of your winnings.
He's gonna bring full. I'm the winner. God took me to that gas station.
I just wanted to ask, man, is there any truth to these claims about the stolen ticket?
Luckily, you're gonna be fine, because you have legal protection.
Why is this Hollywood Fix guy he's scratching his asshole while he's following this guy?
From our
Look at his fucking look. Why are you digging in your butt, twin?
Luckily, you're gonna be
look at that.
fine.
What
because
is this? What is this?
you have legal protection from our
Dude trying to do a scratch and sniff while filming someone.
boy, Jason. Jason?
A New York attorney known as the lottery lawyer is now charged with extorting lottery winners in a $107 million
It's over. You can't even trust the lottery lawyer.
scheme.
Jason helped a lot. He was the first guy I called.
We're gonna have a lot of fun with this.
Jason Kurland, along with 3 others, now facing charges ranging from wire fraud and money laundering.
Well, in hindsight, giving this guy access to our finances was a pretty stupid decision and totally stole
It's almost like he got greedy himself.
around $10 million from you. He's obviously going to prison, but that's money you're not getting
13 years. Damn, unlucky.
back. But hey, at least you have a mansion to cry in.
A mansion to cry in.
30,000 people have been ordered to evacuate their homes
Minecraft music, by the way, for a house being burnt down.
wildfire.
Yeah, this reminds me, actually. I remember, I remember when Notch sold Minecraft to Microsoft. He became a billionaire overnight, and he got this LA mansion that he outbid, like, Jay-Z and Beyonce for. But then I remember him just, like, saying, like, tweeting and putting out that he was just, like, really fucking lonely and just sad. Because it's like, I've got this big empty house. I don't know what to do. And I've had people that have told me that what Notch would do is host these really extravagant, like, LA parties where there were just, like, drugs and stuff like that. And there were people that were paid, like, just to serve you Red Bull and stuff like that. It's just like, you know, and one of those nights would easily cost, like, over $500,000 easily.
Tearing through wealthy suburbs of Los Angeles.
Among the thousands of people in Southern California who have lost homes in the wildfires is the
winner of the biggest lottery jackpot in history.
I mean, I'd rather be at a Notch party than a Diddy party. Yeah, definitely.
Just when you think things...
Why are rich people so stupid? Because they're you and me. They're normal people. But then because they have all this money, you then elevate your opinion of them, thinking that they've somehow became more intelligent.
Things can't get any worse. You suffer the same fate as $2 billion Powerball winner Edwin.
Getting a big-ass mansion is fucking lame. I'd rather get a decent-sized house. Yeah, definitely. If I spent my YouTube money to get, like, a big mansion, which I could do, I'd be depressed. I'd be very depressed. Like, if I got a big countryside mansion in the UK, like a huge one, like some Windsor Castle type shit, I would be so depressed. I would feel so isolated and lonely, even if my family were with me. I'd be like, I fucking hate this. Like, at the minute, I'm really enjoying, like, living, you know, in the city, seeing people, that kind of thing. I really like that at the minute. Usually apparently that changes when you get older. You want to go back into the countryside and stuff, but...
Castro, and for some reason a large amount of lottery winners, your multi-million-dollar house burns to the ground. It seems like your luck has run out. You're getting...
Well, wasn't it insured?
Sued, you've been robbed of millions, and your home is gone. Your misfortune is, of course, front page news. Everyone loves a good downfall.
Oh yeah, that'd be another thing as well. The more money you have, the less relatable you become. So more people hate you. That's why YouTubers are so scared about talking about how much they make. They avoid the subject as much as they can, because once they say how much they've got, they just sound incredibly out of touch. And then it's like, oh, you know, if they run into a problem, it's like, oh, you'll be all right. You've got all this money.
And you've become just another lottery failure. Or have you? Some sources claim that 70% of lottery winners go bankrupt.
That's a mental number. I thought it'd be 1 in 3.
Others say that it's 1 in 3.
I just said that.
Which is it? The correct answer is neither. Both of those statistics have been completely debunked. Winning the lottery tends to get painted as a curse, but in reality, it turns out that stumbling into millions of dollars is actually pretty great.
Yeah, I imagine for 90% of people, it's great. Probably 95%. It's obvious, like, it's really obvious that, like, the same examples keep being used to people that won the lottery and they're miserable.
Real studies have shown that
70 mil, bruh.
Lottery winners are healthier and live longer. They have a lower chance of being overweight.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's surprising. Wait, you've got more money so you can actually buy the healthy food and not the fucking cancerous slop that's super cheap? That's very surprising study there. I did not know that.
They have higher long-term life set.
Like, what do you think, like, what's the fattest country in the world? Isn't it Mexico now? It's like, I remember seeing a documentary on it, and it's like, the cost of, like, healthy food and fruit and vegetables is so much more than just, like, you know, Cinnabon or, you know, Captain Crunch artificially colored blue maple syrup.
Satisfaction. They don't get socially isolated, instead they spend more time with friends. One study found that in a 5-year
Well, they spend more time with friends as well because they probably had that friend network before they won the lottery. And also on top of that, they have the time to actually spend time with those friends because they don't have the commitment of work anymore.
time span, only 5.5% of observed lottery winners went bankrupt. And these were even
Oh yeah, I literally said 95%. I called it. Holy.
based on smaller wins. You're actually at a higher risk of bankruptcy if your neighbor wins the lottery.
Wait, how does that make sense?
Most lottery winners don't get assassinated. Most lottery winners don't go broke.
Oh yeah, this guy, Michael Carroll, he was a lottery winner in the UK, won 12 mil. Blew it all on coke parties. He'd have random people he'd be so coked off his head, he would have random people come over to his house and just take money from like his closets and stuff. And then he lost all his money and then became a bin man. And he basically just said, like, I don't regret it. I don't regret it, like, at all.
Most lottery winners get freedom, health,
They called him, like, King of the Chavs or something like that, like in the papers. It was just like, what?
and happiness. So when you win the lottery,
Mods, can we check if we've got any donos backed up? Thanks.
here are the final steps you need to take. Fire
I like money. Here's the richest person in history. It's just Elon Musk and Hitler.